Yo, what's going on, guys? It's your boy Don here. So I thought I'd bring something a little bit different today. Yeah, so I was literally live streaming this morning, and I wanted to finish off my next 15 games. And I was coming to my last game, and this game was a really important game. As you can see from the record at the bottom left, I wanted one more win to get to gold free, and I would have finished. And then this turned up, and I'm looking at this, I'm thinking, hold on, is this a pro player? Like, I look at the top left and it says VBF Marlot, and I'm seeing loads of legends, Ronaldo, Messi, and I'm thinking this is a typical, you know, icon. This is a typical, well, not icon, this is a typical pro player team. So I thought to myself, all right, the first thing I need to think about is I need to make sure that I need to compete. I mean, obviously, I want to play, and I want to win, but at the same time, I want to make sure that I compete at the highest level I can possibly compete in, because I want to stay in the game for as long as possible. So the majority of my games, I was playing the formation, the 4-1-2-1-2. And guys, before I go into, by all means, guys, I am not a pro player. I'm not a top 100 player. I mean, the highest I've ever got in FIFA 18 and FIFA 18 only is gold 2. I haven't got any higher than gold 2. I've choked gold 1 last week by 2 wins. So I'm not a pro player, but I'm just going to show you guys just how I beat this guy. I think his name was JetFifa. He's a YouTuber himself, but from what I understand, I think he actually got top 100 last weekend. He was 97 in the world. So when I saw his team, now you guys can't hear the audio, but I'm talking as I was live streaming. I'm talking to all the viewers, and I was basically saying to them that I think this is Marlot. This is Marlot, the pro player. And I was thinking, oh my days, because this guy is absolutely brilliant. He's a brilliant FIFA player, and I was like, oh my gosh, I need to make sure I stay in the game for as long as possible. So I switched to the 4-2-3-1, and I was playing 4-1-2-1-2, as I said, throughout the majority of my weekend league games. But then I realised something clicks, and I realised, I was like, hold on, I'm actually keeping the ball well. I'm actually winning games. And this is actually my best ever run since the starting of FIFA 18. So I thought, let me just continue playing in the 4-2-3-1. But one thing I did different, and I do recommend this for you guys as well. When you go into the 4-2-3-1, either whoever your best defensive CDM, make sure he man marks. I mean, everybody puts everyone puts the 4-1-2-1-2 or has a cam. When you say to your CDM, because I put Kante as my to man mark. When you put your CDM to man mark, what he does, he sits on the opposition's cam, and then he won't get space to move around. So that's what I did. So what I wanted to do is just try and pack out the midfield and stay in the game for as long as I possibly could. So as you can see here, boys, he's actually paused it. I don't know what he was doing. I think I assume that he was checking out my team or what he was doing. But as you can see, he stayed in the 4-1-2-1-2. He's got Messi as cam, so I thought, right, Kante's got a massive job on his hands. Ronaldo and Salah up top with Petit and Ruud Gullit, and I think Vieira, if I can't remember, I think the screen moved too quickly. But yeah, so I'm just talking to the boys, and I'm just saying, look, guys, wish me luck, man, because obviously this guy is a quality player. So, but throughout the whole of this game, I'm under the impression that I'm actually playing Marlot, the pro players. As you can see from the name of his team, it said VFB Marlot. So I was like, boom. So I thought, best thing for me to do to play this formation very, very well is to use my outside cams. And then I did that to the best of my ability. And then I won a corner, and then boom, as you guys can see, I played a short corner, got to Desai, low driven with Marcel Desai. He can't shoot to save his life, but a low driven with Marcel Desai. And to be fair, guys, my experience of playing against David De Gea, he's easily beatable. I will not spend 200,000 coins on a goalkeeper that can be easily beaten. So I got quite fortunate here because I avoided the old kickoff glitch. And as you can see, I'm just working the wings. I'm just switching the play. I'm keeping the ball. I'm not pushing the ball forwards. I'm not trying to waste my possession. So I'm keeping the ball for best I can, giving it to Pirlo, and I'm just holding on to the ball. When I lose the ball, I can see that he counters attacks very, very quickly. So what I'm doing, I'm just getting Kante and I'm just pressing the ball. Usually I try and cut out the pass. I thought, you know what, I just need to press the ball because I can't give this guy any time to think about his next pass. So I get the ball back quite fortunately, and again, I'm using my fullbacks, I'm switching the play. If I can't go forward, then I switch it to the other side and see where I can go forwards. And what I'm trying to do, I'm just trying to probe his defense, see where the opening is, and I'm just using my fullbacks. I'm using my outside cams. As you can see, I've got Pogba on the left cam, who, to be fair, he's not great in that position, but he does a job for me. He holds the ball up really well. To be really honest, guys, I think I got really fortunate with this guy. I don't know if it's the way I've set up or the way I've played, but he couldn't get through. For some reason, every single time he was going on the attack, and don't get me wrong, he was pressing the ball and getting the ball back very quickly, and he was waiting for that 1-2 every single time. So as you can see here, I've got Kante, and I'm holding on to my midfielders, and then as soon as he released the ball, I grab one of my CDMs and try and intercept the ball. I mean, for me, this is something which I'm still trying to learn to do. I'm not great at doing it, but I'm still trying to learn to do. So here I've got Suarez, and another negative I would say about this formation is that, and maybe some people might say it as a positive, but for me, I need two strikers, and up top by himself, I've got Suarez. And Suarez does okay for me holding the ball up. But one problem I have is my players don't rush forward as quickly to support him. And I think that's just down to my custom tactics. So I need to kind of alter that a little bit. Because when I pump the ball up to Suarez, he's looking for someone to help him. And no one's really getting the ball up there. So I need to work on that. So as you can see, he's got the ball with Ronaldo. And he's looking for an opening. So what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to stay on the D. I'm just trying to stay on the outside the goalkeeper's area, right in the middle, because that's where he wants to go. If he can go wide, that's great, because my outside wingers and my fullbacks will come and help out. So again, I'm holding the ball. I keep the ball in the midfield. I'm not wasting possession. I'm 1-0 up, so really he's the one who's chasing the game. I just need to control the game. So I grab the ball with Hernandez. I'm just holding it in on the wings. Give it to Kante. Do a fake shot and back to Valencia. And again, I'm just holding the ball, and I tried to get a shot off and I don't get it. So I'm still trying to hold. I'm still trying to not waste the pass, but use the ball. What's the word? What's the word a coach would say? Just to use the ball wisely, not to push forward or try and get another goal. Because I think that's a lot of mistakes people make. Is that once they get that first goal, they're like, oh, I need to get another one really quickly. But you don't. Once you've gone 1-0 up, all you got to do is just control the game. Don't force the pass. Don't rush. I mean, you're not right. The time is not going to go any faster, no matter how fast you play. Just control the game. And again, I get the ball up to Suarez. I give it to the wing. I give it to Pogba. Back to my fullback, and Jordi Alba plays out to Pogba. And I'm just holding it on. I think the areas I'm occupying the most are the flanks. I'm not trying to probe the middle, because he's playing the 4-1-2-1-2. His formation is really narrow. So that middle of the park is going to be very cramped. So what I'm trying to do is making sure that I keep possession on the wing. So I win a free kick here. I get it with Kante, back to Bakayoko, who played brilliantly for me in this game. He's not a great player, but for me he was my Vieira. He just bossed everything. So yeah. So I had a free kick. Nothing came of it. The ball goes back to him, and again I got the ball with Kante. He's got the ball with Ruud Gullit. I'm trying my best. I know a lot of people don't like when you don't grab your defenders, but I'm telling you something, pro players, and I hear a lot of pro players actually hating when people just hold on to their midfielders, but I think that's what people wait for you to do. They wait for you to grab your CDM, push forward, and they just do a 1-2 round them, and next you know you're 1-0 down. So I'm trying my best not to hold on to my defenders until I know I'm guaranteed to get the ball. If he's gone past my defender I'm holding on to, I switch to my defender, and then I just try and get the ball back as quick as possible. So it's half time. Marcel Desailly is the best player of the half. He's had no clear-cut opportunities. I'm feeling confident, but at the same time, I'm not getting overconfident. So I'm allowing the clock to run down because I just need to get my breath back, as they say, and then I'm straight into the second half. Now, as you know, obviously, as they say, football is a game of two halves. So really, for me, it's just about the same game plan. Because I'm 1-0 up, even if I was 0-0, or even if I was 0-0, I would still stick to the same game plan. For me, as the underdog, okay, I will still consider myself as the underdog. For me, I need to stay in the game for as long as possible. All right, the longer I stay in this game, the more pressure it is on him, because he's looking at my team thinking, this guy, I can beat. but I need to just make sure I stay in the game. So he's got the ball, he's in my half, he takes a shot and he misses, and he was absolutely brilliant with Petit. Petit is an absolutely brilliant card. I think it's prime Petit. So hard to get past him. So I play the goal kick to Bakayoko. He gives it to Jordi Alba. I give it to Jordi Alba, and again straight away to the flanks. Because people can say that's a bit of a noob move, but for me, there's less people on there, and I can keep the ball for as long as possible. Because right now, if you notice, he wants to go down the middle the whole time. He's looking for me to move my players out of position, and fortunately, he gets a goal. Now, as you can see from my expression, I'm quite annoyed with that because I had Eric Bailly literally standing on his toes, and yet he still managed to get the shot off and managed to get the goal with Messi. Now, this is the most important bit. Do not panic. As you can see, I'm not getting frustrated, I'm not raging or anything like that. My game plan is still the same thing. Stay in the game for as long as you possibly can. So I get the ball with Jordi Alba, I pump the ball up to Pogba, he gets it back, and then I get it back with Pogba. Thank God for his long legs and managed to get the ball. So this shot for me, I just thought to myself, boom, I'm just going to power this up and low driven this with Del Piero. And I managed, as you can see, I'm clenching my fist. I'm like, get in there. So I managed to get the goal back very, very quickly, which for me, I would say I was quite fortunate. I saw the opening. I thought, you know, I'm just going to power this and I'm just going to low driven it and hope for the best. And I did, and I got it. So I'm 2-1 up. So now the pressure is back on him. I think if it stayed at 1-1, for a long period of time, it would have made things really, really difficult for me, because obviously he's got the momentum now. He's got a goal back, so you know he's thinking if he can keep it 1-1, he can put the pressure on me. So I got a goal back very, very quickly. So for me, the same thing again. Stay in the game for as long as possible. Keep possession on the wings. Don't waste it. Probe and be very, very patient. With the 4-2-3-1, I don't know. For me, I just feel like I can control the game a lot better. The only issue I have with the 4-2-3-1 is just that you don't have, for me, I don't have a lot of people bombing forward, or I can't really play the 1-2 with my players as quickly. So it is a game, it is a formation where I feel like I can keep the ball with my players, and I can play it back if I need to keep possession. So here you can see Pogba's got the ball. I'm not trying to do anything too fancy. I give it to Suarez. Suarez outside Hernandez. I get a bit lucky. Low driven again. And as you can see, I'm pumping that fist. 3-1. Now I'm thinking, right, I've got a 2-0. I've got a 2-goal lead. But it's 60 minutes on the clock. And you guys know, in FUT Champions, the game can change at any time. So many times it's the 88th minute or 89th minute. I'm 3-2 up. And I completely choke. So for me, I'm just like, right, the game plan is still the same. Stay in the game for as long as you possibly can. Do not give up any space. Do not pull players out of position. And to be fair, I mean, he is a good player, but I don't know this guy very, very well. But I don't think with the team that he has, I don't think he was playing at his best, if I'm really, really honest. But at the same time, I took my chances. I took my chance, because at the end of the day, even if you're not playing your best in FUT Champions, you can, if you have a good enough team, you can still clutch out a win. And as you guys are going to see, the result is going to be quite flattering on my part. I don't think. Well, I would say the final score would have been a true reflection on how I performed. So again, got the ball with Pogba. I'm not pushing it forward. I'm keeping the ball. I'm not wasting it. I'm keeping the ball with Jordi Alba, who's too far up the pitch again. But as you can see, I'm just keeping possession, boys. I'm just staying calm. I'm not doing any 1-2s. I'm just keeping the ball really close to me, and I'm just keeping the ball. That's all I want to do. I just want to keep possession. I'm not taking it to the corners. I'm just playing football in his half. And any licensed A or licensed B or UEFA coach would always recommend and say to their players, you know, play possession football in their half. In their half. Play football in their half. Don't play it in your half, because at the end of the day, if you lose the ball, they're just going to count you an attack. So I played possession football in his half, and as soon as he got the ball, I'm there, I'm on it. I'm all over him like a rash. I'm trying to get the ball back for as quick as I possibly can. And to be fair, I got quite fortunate on a few occasions, because his passing wasn't popping off the way it wanted to pop off. Now, as you can see, I had the ball with Hernandez there. Suarez was making a run through his defense. I thought to myself, what? It's 3-1. I'm not gonna go forwards. I'm not gonna try and pump the ball forward. So I'm just gonna keep the ball for as long as possible. If you guys can hear screaming in the background, it's my son in the background. It's way past his bedtime at the moment, so I think my wife's just putting him to sleep. So anyways, 3-1 up, 78 minutes to go. At this time, I'm thinking anything can happen. I mean, it only takes a second for that ball to go in the back of the net. And again, I'm pressing the ball. I've got Bakayoko, and I'm just using my midfield. As you can see, I'm trying to cut out the pass, trying to anticipate where he's going to pass. But I know he wants to go through that middle every single time. And for me, Hugo Lloris was pulling off some brilliant saves for me. So I took a pause. As I was saying to the boys in the chat, I took a tactical pause and thought make changes. And my 3 super subs, my unsung heroes, Alessandrini, Quincy Promes, and is it Hervine Lozano? I brought both of them on, and let me say something. These 3 together, all 3 of them have over 90 pace. So I thought this is perfect for me to see if I can counter him, because I'm 3-1 up, 88 minutes. For me, I thought to myself, I'm just gonna go at him, because obviously he's gonna push on me and I can hit him on the counter attack. Plus I want fresh legs. Hernandez is bombing up and down. His stamina's getting really low. So I thought, let me bring on my 3 subs straight away and hope for the best. So it's a corner to him. As you can see, I'm holding on to Kante, keeping him in a certain position because everyone wants to aim for that position there. I'm waiting for to see if he brings the player short. He doesn't. Hugo punches the ball out. Again, I'm holding that middle. I'm holding the middle of the goal mouth, because that's where he wants to probe. I've got the ball with Suarez. As you can see, I've got no support. No one's really bombing forward, and I'm unbalanced at the moment. I'm not on. I think I'm on. No, I'm on defensive at this moment in time. So I'm just holding the ball again. The plan is to just hold the ball, keep possession. I make a through ball to Lozano, and I get very fortunate on this occasion. I try to play a finesse low driven, and De Gea just fumbles it in the back of the net. It's really poor from De Gea. Again, I don't, and he's got informed De Gea. I don't know if it's second inform or first, but I wouldn't recommend using De Gea because he's made some absolutely kamikaze saves. And for me, I'm not exactly the best at attacking, but De Gea for me, I went straight through him. I went straight through De Gea. So again, got the ball, keeping the ball for as long as I possibly can. Passes to the wings. Quincy Promes does a nice, beautiful skill. Tried to get a shot off, and De Gea actually makes a decent save. So this time, the pressure's off for me a little bit. He's not going to get back in 3 goals. I mean, I'm not that great of a FIFA player, but you ain't gonna get 3 goals past me in this space of time, man. I mean, if I have to, I mean, I'll be honest with you guys, I'll park the bus on this guy. If he starts banging in 3 goals or 2 goals at this time, I'm gonna park the bus and just hold that ball in the corner if I have to get this win. But 90 minutes, I'm feeling really confident. I'm looking at time thinking, I've got this guy. Keeping the ball on the wings, boys. 4-2-3-1. Keep the ball on the wing. I play a cross in with Lozano. I header it in. De Gea fumbles it, and I get the rebound, and Lozano scores 2 goals as my super sub. Lozano is an absolute beast. I don't need Ronaldo. I would like Ronaldo, but I don't need him as long as I have Lozano, because for me, he does a good enough job, and he's so quick. And his stamina, 90 stamina. Even if you start with Lozano, 90 stamina. This guy is going to be running for days, mate. So 5-1, and I beat him. Guys, I mean, I'll be honest with you guys. I was absolutely chuffed. But yeah, so that's pretty much, boys, my bit of advice on terms of what to do in terms of how to beat which I believe is a top 100 player. But yeah, so I thought let me take some pictures, and I did. So but yeah, so if you do like this type of video, guys, I really appreciate you guys being here. If you do like this video, guys, drop a like, comment, and subscribe, all that good stuff. And yeah, I'm gonna bring some more videos, boys. So until then, guys, I will see you later. Peace.